Hello and welcome back to Valkyries Authors Interviews. This time we have the one, the only, my niece, amazing, Jordan Comeaux. Woo!
Hi.
Jordan, you're here. Hello.
I am. So exciting.
Jordan has been writing for years, like your whole life.
Yeah.
Yes. And she has such a great story for you guys. I can't wait for you to read it.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. So three things. We are gonna go into some questions, but because this is Jordan and me, like many of these Valkyries interviews, we might just go off on random shenanigans. This could happen. Just part of the charm and fun, obviously. And yeah, I don't know. We're gonna segue. We're gonna chat. We're gonna talk a little bit about her Valkyrie and some other projects she might be working on. Maybe we'll see. Maybe, perhaps. And yeah, I'm so excited for you all to meet Jordan. So, okay. How you feeling, Jordan? You ready? No trick questions.
Nervous, but excited.
Yeah, you're great. You're so great. Okay. Jordan, what do you write and why do you write it?
Okay. So, most of what I write is like they're dramas, and my sister calls them tragedies. There's a lot of raw emotions with my characters, which I love. My characters are like my favorite thing. They're why I write.
Nice.
Why I write? Because I have to.
The voices in your head go a little too crazy? Yeah, gotcha.
I definitely need to write them down. And just so people can like feel these characters. Like people like understand. I guess help them understand themselves, other people better through the emotions of the characters.
So. Yeah. I love it. I know Jordan got some advice from one of her uncles a couple years ago about you have to kill your darlings. And Jordan doesn't need to kill them. She tortures them. She says, here's a meat grinder and you're going to go through it fully conscious the whole time and tell us what you see.
Exactly. I love it.
And she gets glee from it. That's how you know you got an author on your hands, folks. Really love the torture. They love it. What else do you want people to know about your stories? What are people getting with a Jordan Comeaux story?
What I really like to put into my stories is like my faith. I'm Roman Catholic, but I don't like it. I hate pushy religious people. I don't like it.
Fair.
So I don't need faith to be mentioned. I just want it to be seen. I love acts. You can actually see people living out their faith and hope. There's a lot of despair in my books, but I want the underlying theme to be hope in all of them. So.
Oh, I love that. Go figure. Somebody who writes emotions very well likes people to be about it, not just talk about it. I like it. It's nice. That's good. What's a book that you love to recommend, or something that you're super into right now?
Okay, so I will recommend Kingdom of Ruins by DC Marino, like every day, all day. This story is like my heart. I love this story, and the author is beautiful.
Yay.
We became very good friends through me reading her book, so I love that. Another book that I fell in love with, which you actually gave to me, is Shipbreaker by Paolo Bacigalupi. I looked up how to pronounce that.
Nice. That's good. We love that.
And I'm currently listening to Lord of the Rings on audiobook, and I'm falling more in love with that world all over again.
Yeah. I mean, it's a deeply well-imagined, well-built out world. Yeah. It's classic for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shipbreaker also is so good. I'm really, really glad you love it.
It was like watching a movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's in Louisiana, so I, of course, fell in love.
It's really good. I've read a couple of his books, and they are all very imaginative and like compelling for sure.
I have a few more. I just haven't gotten to them yet. I'm excited to read.
Oh yeah, because your TBR pile, like many people's, is taller than you. Yeah. Okay. just making sure. That's
like 2 times taller.
it's ceiling several times. Yeah. Multiple piles. Yeah. It's fine.
It's a TBR mountain.
You're right. It's not a pile is definitely doing a disservice to it. That's a really good point. Oh goodness. Yes. My goodness. Oh, so good. So many good books out there. Speaking of good books and good stories, in Hit World, everybody. So Hit World, as described by another author in our group, is genre gumbo. It's a little bit of everything.
I love that term.
Is that not perfect? So good. A little bit of Louisiana for us here. So genre gumbo, a little bit of everything. Definitely, I would say the Rue would be an urban fantasy base to it. And so in Hit World, everyone has a knack or a talent that just might be magical. What would yours be?
Oh, complicated.
Sure. I mean, it's magic, you know.
I don't know. Probably empath. Like I could feel people's like vibes, whether they're lying, if stuff like that. Because I actually can do that. I'm very deeply empathic, so I can sense people's underlying
deal.
Lie.
Yes. Like, what's your deal?
Exactly.
Testing. I love it.
Just something like that.
I like it. So in Hit World, you might have to be like a hermit, like living on the top of your TBR mountain so that you only deal with some emotions when you want to.
Don't give me ideas, all right?
Do it. I love it. That'd be so fun. It's a hermit on a mountain of books, just casting rocks down at people. Get away! Your vibes are not right. You cannot come up the mountain. I like it. All right, speed round can be as speedy or not speedy as you like. Probably what is your theme song? Yes, very speedy. Theme song. Or a song that would play when you walked into a room.
I don't know about theme song. But I definitely, like, my song has become Pierre by Rin Weaver. Nice. I absolutely love that song. I will dance and sing to that song no matter where I am. And no matter what I'm doing, I will dance to it. I love it.
That's awesome. What is your go-to game night choice?
I don't know. I don't like games. I'm not a game person. Probably pick 2 because words. And Whiplash because it gets insane with my siblings.
Why did we not play that when I was there all winter?
I don't know. We need to write that down.
Okay, yes. Add it to our list for next time.
Yes.
Like, that sounds delightful, and I feel like the shenanigans. So folks may not know until they read her author bio, but Jordan is one of 10 children. So she and her siblings are delightful. And also competitive. And so I imagine that these shenanigans get real serious because I've seen them play like Dance Dance Revolution, or whatever the modern version of that is, mold. But
it's a show. It gets a little crazy.
just a little bit. A lot. They're a delight. Yeah, it's good. I like it. All right. If you were starring in a TV show, or you wanted to join a TV show that existed, what would the title of that TV show be?
Any TV show. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Firefly.
Oh, that'd be good. That's a good one.
I might die. I would probably die in any TV show.
Okay.
If it's fictional, I'd probably die, but I would love that.
That would be amazing. Yeah. I just want to hang out with Zoe and Jane and Mal and all of them. Yeah, never mind. All of them. Yeah, you're right. I love it. So good. What is your favorite treat?
Anything. Chocolate, sweets. I have a very big sweet tooth. Mm-hmm. So I will take anything. Probably ice cream. Or cookies. Nope, cookies.
Okay. Chocolate cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies. Yeah.
My favorite.
I can't argue that. I mean, it's classic for a reason. That's good. Team beach or team mountains?
I have never been to the mountains.
Yes.
Which is, it's sad. I need to go to the mountains.
They're nice. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say beach just because I love it, and like there's something about the ocean and the waves. Mm-hmm. It feels like it has its own soul, and I love it.
Oh, I love that. I agree. Yeah, the ocean's amazing. Also, for those fellow nerds watching this, when Jordan first was looking through the questions, she definitely had a Lord of the Rings quote here. Right? You wanted to see the mountains again. Was that you? Did you do that? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to see the mountains again, Gandalf. Yeah.
It was precious.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, also just a great quote. Okay. Favorite pizza toppings?
Definitely cheese.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But classic pepperoni or spinach and mushroom.
Nice. I like that. Also pepperoni spinach. Yeah, I know. That's the downside of these. I'm like, what treats do you want? Where do you want to go? You want to go to the beach? So now, like, I want to go to the beach and eat a pizza and then have chocolate chip cookies.
Where are my cookies?
Yeah, where are my cookies? Why am I not on the beach right now? What is happening? It's fine. It's fine. Potentially, these questions were super well thought out, but also very dangerous. What fictional character would you choose as a mentor?
Gandalf. Absolutely.
Yeah. What would you want to learn from him?
I don't know. Like everything, but like the way he views everything. I feel like it's so much more like simple than we make it out to be. Like world and life, he just lives it, and it's so simple and beautiful, and I love that.
That's awesome. Oh, I love it. Are you a morning or a night person? It's great.
Definitely night.
No, super early. 5 a.m. Jordan's raging. She's ready. She's like, let's party. 6 a.m.
No, I only wake up because I have to go to work.
That's fair.
If I could work nights, I would. But
yeah, you're like secretly a vampire, I think.
Definitely.
It's out Louisiana. We're all vampires down there. That's what we've learned. That's awesome. Is that when you do most of your writing? Is like when everyone else is asleep?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Night people. All right, Jordan. How would you introduce your Valkyrie?
These were the questions I was like dreading because I can't describe things to save my life.
You can. If Chloe were a real person. Yes, no, I know. If Chloe were a real person and you were like, "Hey, I have this friend that I want you to meet," and I was like, what? I don't know if I want to meet her. What is she like?
Okay. Coley, oh, she is very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a very deep-rooted joy that you don't really get to see in the short story because she's having terrible things.
She's going through a meat grinder, y'all. That's the theme of Jordan. Yep.
Meat grinder.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not sorry.
Not sorry.
But I think like through everything that she's going through, she still has like a very deep joy and like love of the people that she's around.
Mm-hmm.
She loves her family, her mom, and her found family, which
I love. Yes, which hence the meat grinder. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you don't have ties, how could you possibly be tortured? The things we love. Yeah, the things we love or what give us pain. It's fine. 3 words that describe your Valkyrie.
Joy, definitely. Loving. I had another word.
So many words. All the words.
Oh no. Strength.
Nice. Strength that she doesn't even believe that she has.
No, exactly. But like she wouldn't have made it one day through what she was going through if she didn't have that strength.
That's true. Yeah, it's a good point. All right. So speaking of, no spoilers, but speaking of the things that she went through, what inspired the development of your character?
Probably myself. I do have a lot of anxiety. So I definitely just put that into her character because I'm not good at writing female characters.
I would say that's not true anymore, but okay, keep going.
She's my first female lead that I've really, worked on. And so I definitely just use myself as an example to help her get through it, or what I would do, getting through it. So, and
Nice.
you, I mean, I could have not done that, like anything without, texting back and forth. I don't know what I'm doing. Help me.
You were great. Jordan had so many ideas for her story. So it was less that she needed me to come up with things. It was more the
I needed
paring
you to
down.
filter.
Yes. I was your coffee filter, is what I was. Helped keep the grounds in. It was good.
I wanted it so strong, and you had to make it a little weaker.
It wasn't weaker. Shorter. just the focus.
Definitely shorter.
Don't worry. Jordan is ready to write a novel. Let's be clear. She's ready. She's got all the bits and pieces, and she's ready. It's gonna be great. Well, so when as you think about the plot of your story, what helped you? Like, what were you either hoping to do, or what inspired the particular meat grinder that you put Chloe through? Where did all of those pieces
I'm gonna laugh at that every time.
I mean, it's pretty much what you did. It's great. Not literally. Don't get ready for like human sausage.
It's not horror.
It's not gross.
Probably something else that you don't get to see is the Loft brothers, which I love, and the family and the Mafia that they're a part of. Just all of the background that you won't be able to see, but like it's the underlying tones of the Mafia.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I have a
which I
bug.
got-
I'm just squishing it. I'm listening to you though. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm meat grinding over here while we talk about the Mafia meat grinder. It's fine. Go ahead.
I think mostly what inspired that was like my top favorite TV show right now is Chicago PD,
Mm-hmm.
and they have one of the characters from an Irish family.
Mm-hmm.
They always talk about like the old neighborhood where they've got, you know, the mafia and everything in it. And I just kept going back to that every time because I love criminal mafia type thing. So I definitely wanted that vibe in there.
Nice. I like that sentence continued. Like, I love being a criminal. It's like, no, shh. No, FBI. That's not what's happening here. It's fine. Don't worry. That was funny. No, that's a cool, I do think with Hit World the way it is, having a magical mafia makes sense. Like, there are various kinds of mafias that show up, organized crime, we'll say, in the different Hit World novels. And Jordan managed to make even like a more, another little niche that you'll get to see a little of, but she's right, you don't get to see a lot of it, because you're in there from Chloe's viewpoint, and you know, mafias aren't big on like, hey, come in and learn our secrets.
Check it out.
Super weird. Yeah, it's weird. They didn't do like a shadow day, like come on in and bring your friend to work, you know.
Usually if you go in, you might not be coming out. So
Right, that might be the end for that. That's a different kind of meat grinder. It's a more literal, potentially meat grinder for. That's fine. That's fine. No, that's great. Without giving anything away, I will say one of my favorite lines in this story is, Chloe, we're not that Irish. And when you see it in context, it's even better. It's pretty great. It made me laugh.
I love
I also clapped. I was like, oh, I love it. So good. Oh, so good. What actors would be perfect to play your characters?
I have like two actors for like the faces of Coley and Kaylin. I don't know their names.
Oh, fair. Fair.
But I do have Armie Hammer as James, the uncle. Like whenever I saw his eyes, I love the emotion that he can portray through his eyes. And I was like, yes, definitely.
James has some layers, so that makes sense. That character has some things going on. Friends, you'll see. Excellent. Do you know the actors that you were thinking for Kaylin and Chloe? Can you think of what they were in? Maybe Google them. You don't have to. Just,
I know one of them was in Teen Wolf, but I don't know the name. I haven't even gotten that far in the TV show.
For which character?
I don't know.
No, I mean, no, for which of your characters? Surely. Like Kaylin, they're the same. It's fine.
It works either way.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's very adaptable and fluid. Actor can do either character.
Great. He definitely looks like a guy. No, okay. This one would be for Kaylin.
Okay.
And then the one for Coley, I don't remember how I came upon these actors.
Yeah.
So I don't even know.
Just magical internet people. I like it. That's fair. That's okay.
They fell into my lap and I accepted them.
While she was busy not being a criminal. So don't worry. Just actors and actresses just falling into her lap. She's out.
While I was not writing, while I should have been, I was on Pinterest.
So a thing that Jordan does really well that you should potentially go follow her on Instagram, and that link we will have here on the interview. Um, she does these aesthetics really, really amazingly well. So these like mood boards or vibes or whatever it is, but like these visual representations that aren't even like literal representations of her stories, but really give you, I'm just gonna keep saying vibe like an old lady, but to give you the vibe of the story. They're so beautiful though, and they
I
help
love
you write, right? Like
they do. I'm a very visual person, so if I can see something, it definitely helps me write it out. So Pinterest is my friend. It's a dear friend.
Dear friend. Well, if you have any public boards and you want us to include that link, let me know. We can put that in here if that's a thing you want to share with people. Otherwise, they can just go see on Instagram.
Yeah, I think I have a highlight on Instagram of my aesthetics.
Your favorite aesthetics.
I'm gonna have to share more.
Excellent. Yes.
I'm currently working on yours.
No, as I was gonna say, she's making one for me, for the story that had technically my first Valkyrie in it, Sound of Wings, in the You Pay We Slay Hit World anthology, and I got to see it. What was it, last night? I think. And I was looking. I was like, yeah, this is good. This is good. And then as I got deeper, and I was like, this is amazing. This is so good. It's so good. Oh, I love it.
I'm excited.
It made me want to go write more Dahlia like immediately. So it's good. It's a good visual win. Okay. Whew. Back to questions. What is we had a good little segue. I mean, it wouldn't be us if we didn't, but Okay. What is your favorite thing about Hit World, your Valkyrie, or badass ladies in general?
Hit World was definitely the use of Cabal. I love that idea. And like urban fantasy in general is just so fun and interesting to work with. This was like my first urban fantasy, so I was very excited to get into that. I don't know, my favorite thing was probably Steed.
Nice. Oh my gosh, he's so fun. He's so fun.
Yeah. I loved him. I loved his character, and his talents were very cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that he didn't know that they were talents. It's like, oh, I'm really good at shooting.
I just perfect shot all times. Yeah, Steed, for folks who may not have had a chance to read Trashman yet, you should. It's by Universe co-creator William Allen Webb, and he is the lead character in the first book, Trashman. He will also be in the novella Spider that Bill and I are working on, because he is a delight and I can't get enough of him. It's wonderful. So yeah, that's great. So, and Jordan told me a couple years ago that she does not like female characters not because she doesn't like ladies. You might notice she's a lady, and she has sisters. She likes them too. They're fine. They're amazing. I love them. But because often female characters are written in various annoying ways. So they are cardboard cutouts, or like they exist to be the strongest and the best and the smartest and the whatever, and that's it. That's all they are. Or they are men with boobs. None of those are fun. I'm sure there are people out there. Yeah. But you didn't like it. What happened? What made you change your mind, Jordan?
Maybe writing one myself.
Ta-da!
I was so nervous about writing her. I was like, because I complain so much about female characters. I was like, what if I'm the same and I write horrible female characters?
Yeah.
So, I definitely, and I got this advice from you, I definitely got into the head of my male character, Kaylin, to see how he saw her, which really helped. And I think it just helps giving them emotions. I think with girls, they're like, oh, they're so emotional. Oh, too much emotion. So they steer clear of that. Like, that's
No
our
emotion.
strongest. Yeah. But that's like our strongest, like, character about us, that we have so much emotion. So as long as you know they're not like weepy, drama filled.
Yes, nothing but weeping. You're allowed to cry, but like all
like
the time.
You definitely need to show like all the emotions, and I think writing one definitely helped me see that. So
it's like, oh, you can write them as a whole person. That's because turns out we're people. So
we are whole people.
We're whole people. That's okay. Agreed. Yeah, that's one of the things. Because when I first mentioned this anthology to Jordan, she was like, "Cool, yeah, I got this guy in my head that I could write," and I was like, But the point of the anthology is these female leads." And then she was reading the Bible, and she's like, "Okay, maybe." So we sent this out to the authors, where it's basically like, "Do not do these things. We can do better. Women are people. Give me characters that are people." And I think you felt a little better after you said that.
I did. I was like, oh, girls. Okay.
Like, I guess they exist.
Yeah. As long as you don't have the default badass woman, then
yeah. I mean, the one who either she can have no emotion at all, right? Because she's too tough and too good for that. Or she is so good at everything. Nobody could possibly be like, that's so exhausting. I don't like that character when they're male. I don't want them when they're women either. Like, I don't want it either way. I want fun characters that have flaws and are really good at some stuff and are really bad at other things. Like Dahlia does not like feeling her feelings, but she has them and she's mad about it. But like, you know that she has them because she's constantly trying to shove them away, and not because she's trying to be a badass, but because they're very inconvenient and could bring about the end of the world. So
kind of, important.
We don't want the world to end. We kind of like it. It has hot wings. So that's her deal. It's fine. Okay. So Jordan did a really nice job of giving us a person who is strong. Like, that's one of your 3 words, right? Strength. But being strong isn't her defining characteristic. It's not the only thing about her. She is a person who loves her friends and her mom, like you said, and survives the Jordan Comeaux meat grinder. So
you have to be strong to survive the meat grinder.
That's right. I'm just saying. You gotta get through. Okay, it's gonna be great. All right. What should I have asked you that I didn't?
I guess maybe what I'm working on.
I definitely should have asked you that. What are you working on, Jordan?
Oh no.
Oh no. Now you have to talk about it.
That's the trick. I put myself in my own meat grinder.
That's good.
So before I started the anthology, I was working on a dark pirate fantasy. And when I say dark, I mean emotionally dark.
Yep.
Definitely. My poor character, who is a male MC, he goes through a lot of beautifully horrific things.
What a great phrase. Yes, that is, from the bits that I have read, I would say yes.
It's going slow with the plotting because I can't plot. I am a
You're
pantser.
getting there. Yep, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Planning some stuff out.
Oh, well, because of you and late night text.
Practice. Yes. Sure.
Always the help.
It's all good. None of us do this alone. Very few people do this alone.
I know. I always say writing is kind of lonely, but you're definitely not alone doing it.
That's
at
true.
all.
That's true.
It takes a community.
Yes.
Which I have. I have a fantastic community with my family and with all the people I've met on Instagram. We have a beautiful community. But the pirate fantasy is trying to get plotted. I have a whole board on my wall. It's very blank. It has the characters' names.
Nice. That's a start. I love it. You've seen this one.
And it's gonna get filled though. And then I have another one, which is a high fantasy. I call them medieval. I don't know, medieval fantasies. There's like 15 kingdoms. There's a family of 12 princes. And I'm currently trying to figure out the prophecy. But that doesn't work whenever you don't know the plot.
Right. Those have to go together. So you can come up with one and then the other, but yeah, that's fair.
So I'm kind of in the plotting, brainstorming phase of both of them right now. But nice. I'm excited. Nice. And I'm definitely going to be sharing more about them on my Instagram. So
yeah, people definitely, you want to see some cool pictures, her amazing room, all these aesthetics, and keep up to date on meat grinders to come. You should go. Go check it out. Excellent. What question do you have for me?
Okay.
Oh dear.
I want to know your favorite character you've ever created. Not even, like, it doesn't have to be something you've published. One that's even still in your head.
Oh. Favorite character. That's me. This is her meat grinder right here. This is a mean question. Favorite character. All right, I'm gonna cheat. Ha ha ha. Criminals. I'm gonna cheat because I'm gonna do one that's out in the world and one that is coming next year. So, and I don't even know. They're just at the moment they're my favorites, but we'll see. Okay, so in the Four Horsemen universe, my co-author and I, Casey, we write about these alien cat assassins. So they're aliens that look like cats. They're assassins. We jokingly call them cat assassins. And one of them, San, shows up first in Hunter and then again in Ally, which are our last two books. And I love her. And she is so sassy and good at what she does and morally gray. She has no morals. She just does what's right for her people, according to her. So, and she's so much fun that a bunch of other authors have also written her. So she showed up in Chris Kennedy's books, Jason Cordova's books. Yeah, she's going to show up in a couple of others. Kevin Eikenberry, I think, has written her. So she's just so much fun. And I think when I first wrote her, I was like, yeah, she needs to serve this purpose. She'll do this thing. And by the end of the book, I was like, I love her. And then by the end of the book, other people were like, yeah, we're also going to write her because she's so fun. And I love that. And they all have done such an amazing job with her that every time I read her, I get like the little warm feeling of like, I made this, but also you're doing such a beautiful job with this. So like Jason Cordova will have a book coming out, I think later this year, in which he wrote a scene with San that meat grinder. It's a meat grinder. You would appreciate Jason's writing, Jordan, because he is very much a meat grinder sort of person.
Love that.
100%. I mean, not as a person, sorry, Jason, but as a writer. Not gonna, It's fine. So, and then somebody coming soon who I'm very excited about. I can't remember if I sent you the story. Jordan has been an alpha reader on several of my stories, mostly because she has to wait for me to do something because I'm working feverishly towards the deadline. So then I send it to her like, hey, this is why I disappeared for 3 days. But this one is coming in Chicks in Tank Tops, which is the story of girls in their tanks from Bane, coming in January of 2023. And Talon is my protagonist, Talon NB, the AI in her head. I love them. I love them so much that I am sketching out a novel because I can't get their voices out of my head. Like, they're so much fun, and their world is full of shenanigans. Not fun shenanigans for them, but fun for me. And I love them because, again, she was genetically engineered to do her job, basically. So she's good, she's tough, but she is surprisingly vulnerable, and surprisingly to herself too, which is fun. So also, you meet her and she's upside down. So come on. I mean,
Yes.
her opening scene, she's upside down. It's great.
Well, I need to meet her. Now you're gonna have to send it to me.
Okay. Yes. Sounds good. Also, January 2023, y'all. Chicks in Tank Tops. It's such a great title.
That was very fun.
This is shenanigans. Okay. So this has been an interview with Jordan Comeaux. You should check out her links. They'll be right below here. Go see her Instagram and follow her writing journey and all of her visual amazingness. Also, if you have not already liked and subscribed, please do. Join the CKP page and all of our shenanigans. And I don't think I've actually announced this on an interview yet. As you may or may not know, the Valkyries initiative, this anthology, will come out into the world September 16th. So that's coming. Get ready. Okay. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
this
gosh.
has been so much fun.
It's so great having. I miss your face. It's so good to see your face. Okay. Well, good night, everybody. We will see you next time. Bye.